If you listen carefully, you can hear the worship music playing. Like clockwork, starts at 7:10. Rain or shine, right down here. And you see, it's a little stormy today. Still like almost 80 degrees. It's pretty. It's cleansing. Washed all the humidity out of the air. But I wanted to tell a story about this project yesterday. So yesterday was Penny's birthday. She turns 12 years old. So let's see here. I had to pull all this bamboo off of this building, put new screens in, new screens, built the door in the inside, double screen. That room is like a kind of a like a safety room, as you know, if you go to the zoo where they have the birds, like, the first area they walk into, and then the second area, so that the kids could expand their bird empire. And Penny got money from Auntie Bree to do whatever she wanted with. So she was like, she had this whole plan. She's like, I'm gonna get let's see which way I can sit so it's a better view for you guys in the background. She had a whole plan. She said, I'm gonna get a budgie and a parakeet, or two budgies and a parakeet, and it's got this whole thing. And Chelsea was asking her, so like, what are you thinking? Why are you thinking that? And after a lot of back and forth, she wants to breed them. She wants to have baby birds, and so very much she gets that characteristic from her mom of the need to reproduce animals. So then, while we were driving around doing errands last week, she saw on the side of the road this bird store, and stores come and go here. I mean, simply most of them are people like in front of people's concrete houses, and they all of a sudden put up a tent, put up a sign, and they have a store now, and they sell whatever. So it's this, I think we think a new thing, and so we're like, let's go check it out. So I up to the late morning on her birthday yesterday, I was working on this cage to get it done, and get it done. There's a whole plan. She has they have bird cages downstairs. They're gonna move the birds from downstairs, move them up to upstairs, and got a plan. So for the birthday dinner, we were gonna go to Ojos, which is on the beach in Cabarete, but the weather was this. The storm was rolling in, so we only had the morning that was gonna be nice. So it's still nice. We've gone to the beach during a hurricane. It's still fun. It's a whole experience, but it's not as pleasant as sitting on the beach on a sunny day. And so we're like, let's go, instead of going to birthday dinner, let's go to birthday lunch, and let's go check out the bird sale situation first. So we go to Montiano, and look at this store, and this store is epic. Okay, they don't just have cockatiels. They have cockatiels and budgies and finches and some kind of pheasants and hedgehogs, and like all these things, and guinea pigs. And so now all of a sudden Penny's reassessing her plan of the options there, and so now she really was just narrowed it down to, I'm going to get a male cockatiel because we have a female, and then that will reproduce. And then the male cockatiels were quite a bit more expensive than she was anticipating. She was like, no, let's go look at other stores. So we go to other stores, and so then we go to other stores, and they only want to sell them in pairs. So plan's out. Plan's not good. And so then we're driving on the side of the road, and then Penny looks out the window, and she goes, is that a baby duck? And sure enough, look over, there's this baby bird sitting on the side of the road. No mom, nothing by it. It's not a duck, it's this baby bird. Just like, can we stop? Can we stop? So then I pull over. And in the Dominican Republic, traffic rules are suggestions. So it's not out of characteristic to people just randomly stop in the middle of the road sometimes. But for me, I pull up onto the sidewalk, my Jeep, and they get out, and then Chelsea with this, like, think of like the scene from Jurassic Park before the raptors like attack. It's like how they have their hands up. She like comes up to this little bird on the side of the road, like her hands like this. She grabs it. So what it is, it's a baby pigeon. So then the plan is completely changed. So everything we had planned out didn't work out. We didn't have dinner at Ojos, but since we went out there for lunch, we ended up. It was so cold. It was on the beach. When we first thought about investing in this country, we thought we'd be on the beach, right? That's what people think. Beach is the way to be. But except for they are perfect for kite surfing because there's such a strong wind. As far as like when you get used to being here, it's almost 80 degrees. I'm wearing a sweater because I'm used to being in the heat now. So the whole like super strong wind all the time is like gets cold. So when we first came out here, we thought beach, and then we ended up, after staying on the beach, we're like, it's good to visit, but we don't want to be on the beach all the time. And so I go back to the car, and I'm looking for some clothes in the car with a bag of donations that were given to the community we serve, and find this old shirt, or oversized shirt, and put it on, and then we head back, and then Penny and I end up stopping in the store, and then I have a tradition of getting Chelsea a gift on the kid's birthday, because like really she's the one that did the work. But I've been run out of inspiration over the last couple of years, mainly because it's like, how many necklaces, jewelry does somebody need? And it's kind of like this like frivolous purchase. At least my perspective has changed since moving out to a third world country, a developing nation. And so then, but Penny was with me, so I'm like, what do you think? Let's go find a gift for Mom. So then we end up getting this like skincare set from this company Moringa that is here, that bases everything on Moringa, which is a super healing plant that grows just everywhere here, and they've been able to harness it in a high quality form. And so we end up getting this gift for Chelsea, super meaningful for her, with Penny. And so now it's kind of like shifted the tradition that I had for a long time, which is I would get Chelsea a gift, to now I'm like, this is a way more fun thing to do, is to have the kids with me to get a gift for their mom for her giving birth to them. Right? It's like kind of changes their perspective a little bit from like, it's my birthday, to like, you're here because somebody grew you and then it pushed you out of their body. That person's your mom, so she should get a gift every day. So it was kind of an interesting day, because our whole plan, our original plan, which is a great plan, it didn't work out at all. So, and now this bird cage that I like spent days and days working on, right now, it doesn't have parakeets in it, doesn't have budgies in it. What it has in it is one, I don't know if I can see in here, one little, I'll go inside, one little pigeon. And there's a phrase that I've been working on that kind of sums up the, where'd it go? There he is. There she is. There he is. I don't know. So Doce, but for the number 12 in Spanish, but shortened to Dodo. That's our little, Penny's little bird. Because we never did get a bird. We did, but we didn't get the bird that Penny was planning on getting for this menagerie situation. So now we have a wild pigeon in a menagerie, second story building overlooking this incredible view. And the phrase I've been trying to work on to sum up what occurs when a person is able to maintain, regain, restore neurological balance within the nervous system. And the feeling of it is luck. And if you ever know anybody that's like just constantly complaining, they're just like, oh, bad luck. Oh, and they almost like own it. Like, I have this diagnosis. Oh, bad genes, bad luck. Oh, or, oh, my job sucks, bad luck. Oh, gosh, can you believe this jerk? In essence, what that is just imbalance within the nervous system. Their brain is stuck in survival mode, looking for threats and blaming symptoms on external answers. But when someone is able to restore balance within the healing centers of the brain, the revival mode, then their perception of the world changes. In fact, the neuroscientists have studied this activation of the orbitolateral prefrontal cortex, and it changes their identity. And so the statement of people to have balance within the nervous system isn't that lucky? Can you believe that? It's incredible. it's luck. So my phrase that I've been practicing, and Chelsea, this drives Chelsea crazy because I've been working on trying to get a good tagline for years now, because I was envious of the pandemic. They developed so many good taglines that just to walk people down the road of bad health, and one of them was slow the spread, right? Oh, so good. And you could shame people with it too. It was great. And it encouraged so many people to do things that just destroyed their health, destroyed their families, led them to addiction and divorce and bad health. So I'm like, if one bad tagline can take so many people down the wrong road, I'm like, we just had one good tagline. And maybe, just maybe, we could do the opposite. So the phrase I've been practicing is, like, you never know. Today could be your lucky day. And I've been saying that to Chelsea for the last 2 days, and sure enough, I feel immediately justified in that phrase with the pure joy that Chelsea had in that pigeon that she caught as she brought it back to the Jeep on the side of the road. She just went and velociraptor caught this thing. And again, our plan wasn't our plan, but it still worked out great. And Penny at the end of the day said, this is a perfect birthday. So, you never know. Today could be your lucky day. All you have to do is have balance within the nervous system. And even stormy, cloudy, rainy days where you didn't get what you wanted, but dare I say it, got what you needed, which could have never been guessed in the form of a random wild pigeon. Okay, all right, I'm gonna close it out, give you one more view. Sounds of the rain. And I'm getting back to work.